if you're planting a new woodland and you've already got an existing native hedgerow on the site where you're planting next to or around, it's a tremendous advantage because you've got basically a line of native trees which are already established, and so they don't really need to plant anything within at least 10 feet of that hedge, and maybe even further. I haven't planted anything right here. All the trees I've put in are just a bit further over that way, so it's a good kind of 12 feet, I suppose. And in the hedge there's oaks and beech, there's all sorts of shrub trees, lots of established woodland plants already there, which can then just spread into the new woodland, because of course a hedge is just like a little strip of mini woodland. So that's kind of handy. And then I find that where you put new woodlands next to existing hedgerows, the trees grow much better because you've got a lot more organic material in the ground as well. So when I first planted this bit of woodland here, next to here, this has grown much faster than the bit of woodland I planted over the other side where there wasn't a hedge at all. It looks like it's about maybe 5 years behind this one, and they're exactly the same trees from the same places, planted at the same time, and yet all along here where you've got the hedge already here, the trees have done better, just simply because there's more of everything they need here. So it's a very good sort of way of saving to plant those areas first next to the hedges and then spread along, so that you know, you're sort of spreading those nutrients gradually as you plant, because this is the area where the trees are already, and naturally kind of trees spread from where they are into the non-treed areas, but they always seem to grow first of all next to where there's existing trees, and they always do better. So the woods kind of spreads, and just plonking somewhere there is nothing, it's not going to have as much of anything. You're going to have to buy more like materials for feeding them and water them more and everything like that. But if you plant them near where there's an existing trees, they do much better. Also, of course, you need less trees because you haven't got to plant this zone here, because this zone is already covered in trees. The big trees in the hedge will cover all this land, and smaller trees, shrub trees, that could just sucker into it very easily. So you just do not need to plant this zone right next to the hedge. And eventually, if you look at lots of reforested areas where you've had a hedge, you can see, because you've got like a straight line of trees wherever there was a hedge, and those trees are older than the trees in the woods. There's quite a lot of examples like that where farmland is reforested into forest.